Day 4 of our epic Queensland motorcycle adventure takes us from Emerald through to Longreach, where we say goodbye to Owen, and Paul and I continue our ride, heading west to the gateway of the Outback. With a quick stop for lunch at Bar Colden, and also to check out the Tree of Knowledge. Not that that's going to help us. And a quick stop at the Well-Shot Hotel at Ilfracombe for a well-earned cleansing ale. Then it's on to our final destination of the day, Longreach, where we base ourselves for 2 days and check out what it's got to offer. Well, it's an early rise for us this morning, and we're saying goodbye to Owen and his Africa twin over a hot coffee, chatting about the adventures we just had and the ones that lay ahead. But his leave pass expires today, so it's back to his young family at home. And it's been great to have him along. Thanks, Owen.
He's a nice fella, isn't he?
He's good bloke, Owen. But for Paul and I, the adventure continues. Had a good night's sleep in the motel. Hello, I gotcha. Alright. Yeah, okay, I'll pull over here. Okay. I think I may have a dirty suspect plug on my indicator switch. My gear indicator switch, when we get into Longreach, I'm going to have to do a bit of maintenance because it's done this before where it gets a bit like it's not in sequence. So it's saying I'm in neutral now, it's saying I'm in first gear. But it goes into all the other gears are right, but it's not showing. It's just a dirty. Ooh, what's this truck doing? Hey, but it's nothing that WD-40 won't fix. Oh, okay. Isn't it good we got intercoms? So here we go, 416 k's to Longreach. But first, a quick stop at Anarchy to check out some roadside art. And also, to sort out these pesky intercoms. Not very well. Yeah, that's good now, yeah. Was it the microphone? Oh, okay. Could you hear me okay? Yeah. Right. So we left reasonably early this morning before the heat takes its toll on us. And as you can see, the scenery's starting to change already. Even though it's quite sparse, there's still a lot to see on the way. There's always some point of interest to stop and look at. There's something about travelling on two wheels. You're out in the elements, and it's so good for the soul. And these roadside rest stops are an absolute godsend. Alright, so that was a quick rest break and we're off again. Into the Outback. Visions like this are exactly what I'm talking about. That's an Australian bastard. And look at him go. Maybe I should give that a go. I think I better stick to riding my bike. And as I said, these roads are long and straight, but there's always some point of interest to see along the way. What a cool old truck. But these modern day trucks or road trains are just a tad longer. They can be over 50 metres long, in fact. It's about 10 o'clock and we roll into Bar Colvin for Smoko. You want to go over and have a look at that tree of knowledge? So we thought we'd do the tourist thing and go back and check out the Tree of Knowledge and see what it's all about. Far from Longreach. So, for those that don't know, the historic Tree of Knowledge is famous for being the birthplace of the Australian Labour movement. The tree was poisoned in 2006, preserved and placed under an award-winning timber structure. It is now a place of inspiration, reflection and celebration. It's beautifully lit with lighting during the night, giving the illusion that the tree is still living. There are also interpretive panels and sculpture that celebrates the leaders of the 1891 shearers' strike and the history of the labour movement. And it's a pretty impressive structure too. It's Paul showing his musical side. I don't know what song he's playing, but anyway. I'm sure Australia's Got Talent will be knocking on his door soon. Nice little spot, Bar Colvin. Are you going to trade your bike in on that?
It won't carry the stuff.
Might go off-road, a bit easier in the sand, maybe. I think we've both been in the sun a bit too long. That sign up ahead that looks like a giant turkey is actually depicting Australia's dinosaur trail from Richmond to Hughenden to Winton. Tomorrow's destination. Pretty typical for the type of traffic you'll see. A truck, caravan, but hey, there's some bikes. Wonder if they're doing the same trip we are, in reverse. And of course, a road train. And it's not long before we arrive to the hub of the West, Ilfracombe. And just up ahead is the famous Wellshot Hotel. And we'll be stopping there for a well-earned beer, that's for sure. Ilfracombe is a small town with a lot of character, starting with the Wellshot Hotel, which is interesting in itself. It also has vintage farm machinery from one end of the street to the other, and you've just got to stop and check it out. It's pretty cool. And be sure to choose the right seat at the bar. I think my bum looks a bit big in this one. agree. To Longreach, we're nearly there. Welcome, to the Longreach, to the Outback and all that.
Well, we've finally made it to our final destination of the day, Longreach. And we can't resist stopping for a photo opportunity.
Should I go either side of it or something? Yep. Yep, that looks good. Right. Photos and go home now. There's emus. That's pretty much what they look like too. Little ones look like the big ones.
Emus always crack me up. They're ridiculous. And now it's time to check out some more sights before we check into the hotel. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, we weren't able to visit the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame. It's something you've got to book, and yeah, we'll just have to save it for next time. But we are going to make sure we stop at the Qantas Founders Museum.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's nice and close.
Qantas Founders Museum is the old hangar where Qantas first started their operations back in 1920, and this year is their 100th year anniversary.
Oh, just here. Just here, so you get the, I don't think we're allowed on there, but we'll just park in front of the, just here. Back straight in.
And for me, it holds a special place in my heart, and in particular that 747 behind us.
Oh, a good shot. Gotta get the obligatory photos. Okay, there's some more adventure riders taking photos of their bikes.
I began working for Qantas as an apprentice engineer back in 2002, and that's John Travolta's jet behind us. I was in heavy maintenance on 747s, and that there is EBQ just before it went to Longreach. And there it is now, in Longreach, as a permanent display. And even 18 years later, after we gave it a refresh, it still looks impressive. They also have a Super Connie, a 707, and a DC-3, which you can see in the background. Here's an interesting fact. When EBQ landed at Longreach, it had flown 82.54 million kilometres, equivalent to 2,000 trips around the world, 100 round trips to the moon, or 10 years of continuous flying. Now that's impressive.
Yeah. We'll come back here anyway.
So we've booked ourselves into the Albert Park Motor Inn to use it as a base for 2 days while we go out exploring.
It's actually not that far to walk into town if you want to do as well, but not in this heat, but yeah. Oh, definitely right there.
The Albert Park Motor Inn. It's great to have finally made it. the way in, what we thought was a sculpture is actually a couple of bulgars in the car park. You don't see that every day. And after checking out the facilities, we thought it'd be good to go for a short cruise into town.
Going for a cruise. Oh, I hate changing gears and sneakers.
Being here at Longreach always brings back some great memories. From rides with the Tenere Tragics, to helping Outback farmers, through Qantas and Frontier services, and making some great friends along the way. An experience I'll never ever forget. If you're looking for that special souvenir to take over the family, City of Longreach is a great little place to shop. You might just find what you're looking for at the station store.
Here's R.M. Williams and station store that down there. That's sort of where I was thinking. There's the post office anyway. Station store's got all the memorabilia and stuff in there.
We also called in Centre motorcycles and were lucky enough to catch up with Rod Faggoter, Aussie off-road legend and all-round nice guy. Rod has several Dakars under his belt, both as a factory rider and as a privateer. He was the first rider to ride the T7 prototype on the World Raid Tour. He was happy to give us advice on places to ride and tyre pressures, and I'll be forever in debt for that. Stay tuned for the next episode where Paul and I hit the dirt and take a run out to Starlight's Lookout. Then it's back on the blacktop, we head north to Winton, where we go 90 million years in the past to check out the Australian age of dinosaurs.
How nice is this?
And all in a good day's ride. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.